this video, I'll show you how to scrape hundreds of Google Maps places for less than a penny using n8n and Browserless. And yes, literally less than a penny. We'll scrape data like ratings, review counts, phone numbers, and website URLs. All that information is great to start doing cold calling, pitch your services, or build a targeted lead list. So whatever you need it for, this is the video for you. You can use a free n8n plan and a free Browserless plan to do everything in this video. And this isn't a rigid API either, because I'll walk you through how it works under the hood so you can customize it to your needs in case you need more data than what we cover in this video. Let's get into it. This is the overview in n8n, so you can see all the nodes, how they're connecting to each other. I'll give you a link to this template so you can copy and paste it directly. So you can see that a Google Sheet is the first step here. It feeds in a list of cities. For each city, Browserless opens a Google map and then runs a pagination loop, scraping 20 results per page across multiple pages. And then it writes everything back to second sheet as it goes. That's it. Let me show you how the Browserless piece works first. We'll be using our BrowserQL tool to avoid getting bot detected and to continue the browser automation between nodes. This editor allows you to work with mutations, play them, and then on the right panel, you'll see everything running. The first mutation navigates to Google Maps with the query we built. We're using these specific query parameters to avoid bot detection. One tells Google, we reached this page by clicking on an element, not by going to the URL directly, which isn't true. The other one makes sure we land on the Google Places section. And at the end of the mutation, we return a Reconnect URL that points directly to the live browser session that's sitting on this Google Plays query. We'll use this as the starting point to loop through the whole pagination process. We'll be using the evaluate mutation to run JavaScript code that'll do the clicking and scraping on the page. It clicks through each of the 20 business cards on the page, waits for the detail panel to load, and then pulls the data out of it. Once it's done, it clicks next page on the bottom and returns a new Reconnect URL. And that Reconnect URL is what gets passed to the next iteration. The browser never closes between pages, it's just disconnecting and reconnecting. Alright, just gonna do a quick pause here, and we've noticed a lot of the viewers are not subscribed yet, so if you could help us out and just click on the subscribe button and like this video, it'll signal to us that you guys are liking these type of videos and we'll know to push out more. Alright, let's get back to the video. So once you have this mutation working and you're testing it out, you can click on export to code. It'll pop up this window, and if I click on this curl option, you'll see this query string. This query string is what I'm going to copy and paste into n8n. So if you ever want to modify this mutation, feel free to modify it here, test it out, and then once it's working, import that into n8n. In this case, I already have this set up and we'll share it directly with you. Let's walk this through on the n8n side. The workflow starts by reading the city list from Google Sheets. These feed into this loop, which iterates over each city one by one. For each city, we build a search query and fire the first HTTP request node. That sends the go to site BQL mutation to Browserless. So it goes to the site with the query, and then the response comes back with the Reconnect URL we mentioned. We store that URL and pass it into the inner loop. The inner loop runs once per page, as many times as you configure it. On each iteration, we send the second BQL mutation to that Reconnect URL. Browserless scrapes the 20 pages on the current page, clicks on next, and then returns a new Reconnect URL. We parse the results and append them to the Google Sheet. Then the loop runs again with the new URL. So it'll scrape another 20 and then click on next, parse the results, and the loop continues. Once all 3 pages are done, the outer loop moves to the next city and the whole thing starts over. That's the entire workflow. It may look complicated, but it really isn't. I'll share this template in the description so you can copy paste it directly into n8n. I'll start with just one city so you can see exactly what happens on each pagination run. Alright, let's run it. And I'm speeding this up just so it's easier to see. And you can see it looping through each page, scraping 20 results and writing them to the sheet before moving on to the next one. And here are the results. You can see each chunk. On the pages column, you'll see how many were scraped on the first run, second run, and so forth. Now let's try with 3 cities. You can see it finishing one city and moving straight into the next. And here are the results of all 3 cities in one sheet, ready to use. so you can see all the nodes, how they're connecting to each other. I'll go in one by one for you to look at the configuration of each one. And that's the full workflow. The key thing here that makes it work at scale and at a low cost is that the browser session stays alive between the paginated results. If you want to start today, we have a free tier and a credit card isn't required. A link to our docs and to this exact n8n template is in the description. If you found this video valuable, a like and a subscribe goes a long way. I'll see you on the next one.